Hey, what's up? What's up? This is your girl, the doc, the knowing. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Seeing the knowing on YouTube and the knowing on Facebook with Tia. We're just coming in to talk a few minutes about trust. Trust no man. And I think the Bible tells you that. You can't trust people these days. Let me tell you, people that say that they're your friend, be very careful with them. Them family members, you better be extra careful with them. Family, I'm finding out, is some of the most dirtiest people of all. Families set their own families up. Families are secretly jealous of each other. They're secretly waiting to do something or for something to happen to that person. They are secretly praying for that person to lose their job so they can depend on them or ask them for something. Husband and wives are no different. I told you, one thing I'm a community person. I'm an advocate for my community. I get out and I work with the community. I don't just talk about it. And one thing I don't do, a lot of people like to know who my elderly people are. I don't tell them. Tia don't even know who they are. She may hear me say one or two things about them, but I don't tell who they are. Because the elderly are vulnerable people. And the ones that I have are not messy. Because I know a lot of messy ones too. People want to say give elderly people grace. Elderly people are some of the most people that start a lot of shit. I'm sorry. It's just true. And ain't nobody done nothing to me. I see things done around me because I strain people out. What you do? I strain them out in a very nice way. That's why I'm saying people like to say family over everything, blood over everything. I call BS to that too. That's not true. Your blood will steal from you. They'll treat your children wrong. And they'll turn around and go with your man. Because they dirty. They miserable. You might as well put them down in the category with them bugs crawling. Because that's what they are. Miserable. When you realize that you can't keep no friends, and you ain't never been able to keep the one or two men that you ever had, baby, you miserable. You miserable. And when you so effing miserable, you bring it on your children or caretaking, and you miserable, and when somebody start looking at you, you look or try to avoid the red signs that they ain't looking at you. They looking at these little girls. You're miserable. You miserable. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all know anybody who been staying with their mama all their lives, man or woman, leave them right there. Leave them there. Leave them there. Now, I didn't say if the parent was sick or something and you came to care for them, do whatever you can do. I'm going to do whatever I can for mine. My father's deceased. I'm going to do everything I can for my mama. And I continue to tell you all, you got to watch your children and you can't trust your children with everybody. See, people secretly will want something bad to happen to your daughter and want good for their daughters. My father have always said that. If somehow they're going to have me in this house, because y'all ain't going over to their house. I am so happy I had strong parenting. Or should I say, my parents had strong parenting skills. See, I had a father and a mother, and that makes a difference. It really does. I don't care what nobody say. A child that grows up with a mother and father, 90% of the time it makes a difference. Now, don't get me wrong. Some children are defiant, and they're going to do exactly what they want to do. Opposite, defiant is the clinical definition or the clinical word for it. And what's the definition? They're going to do exactly what they want to do. They don't care what you say. They don't care the trouble that they're going to get in. They're opposition defiant. They're defiant individuals. They don't care. There are some children like that. Hell, grown folk like that. But they're miserable. And see, sometimes people be wishing for your life. And they ain't did the work to get your life. So they can't get it. See, look at all these cases that's going around that's happening to these young girls. We had the little girl where her father did all that. Then we had the other little girl that the aunt had all these kids and he did that to her. And it was the second time. When you know that somebody done been in prison for this stuff, why you going to go with them? Why are you going to go anywhere with them? You shouldn't even go to the corner store, let alone going into bed. And then these grandmamas, they act like they just been so perfect. They ain't perfect. I don't come hell or high water. If I had a child, baby, I'll have that child here with me. That's my seed and my seed. And I'm going to do everything right by that child because I didn't have to bring that child here. See, there's a lot of people out here that got hearts like mine. They're mourning for these children. But it seems like the people that was related to them that could have saved them, a lot of them didn't save them. I know miserable people like that. And some of them same miserable people are in your family. Again, I'm going to start off, trust no one. You better not. That's the word. Trust no man. That's the word. And I don't trust them. I ain't going to believe everything I say, and I'll be darned if I'm going to give them all my money. I'm not doing those things. And I'm going to protect my children. Because, see, you don't have to have biological children to have children. But I'm going to protect these children as much as I can. And see, this is the difference between me and a lot of people. If I know something wrong, I told y'all I call every day, 3 and 4 times. Honey, I get me a squad to call when it's involving a child. Give these children a chance to live. We've lived. Give them a chance. This is your girl, the dog, the knowing. And I'm out on this video.